Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and
All right, David, thank you. Now the starting group for the visitors. Big Can out there with Big Dog. Then there's Baddest One, and it's ABC, and it's A-Train in at the 2 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now here's Irving. Outside, KD. The kick out to Irving. Reverses, and it's laid in by KD.
This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
Here's Baddest One. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Baddest One. Passes it to ABC. Here's Big Dog. Second shot opportunity, and that's good off the glass that time. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. When you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Baddest One. After the made shot from KD. Count the basket.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now, here is Irving. And there's the call on A-Train. That is his first foul of the game. Harden finds Griffin. Nets passing it around. Now here's Harden. T right on him. And he misses his first shot of the game.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's ABC. There's the pass to Big Dog. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Big Dog's got his second bucket.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Irving. KD on the wing. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's ABC. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here is Irving. To the middle, here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Inside, here's Big Cat, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Pass to Durant. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Griffin kicks to KD. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
5 on the clock. Pass to baddest one. From deep. Rebounded by the Nets.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Here's Big Cat after the basket by Brooklyn. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And that one's good, Shamet.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's ABC, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
That's all you.
52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the inside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
ABC passes to Big Dog. Lets it go from 11. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Big Dog's got 6.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Now, here's Green. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's ABC. He's covered by Brown. Now the pass to baddest one. Here's Big Cat. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
We'll get right back to the action when we return. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. And the free throw, no good. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number one. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Here's ABC after the basket by Brooklyn to the left side wing. Pass to Big Dog. It's deflected. And here is Green. Rob. Here's the break. And he lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Landry Shamet.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. No good from Durant. Gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. ABC passes to Big Cat. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The reverse, Griffin, and he converts the layup.
Timeout.
Griffin's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Irving's checked in for Brown.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Here's Big Cat. He's got 16. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Misses the jumper, and they can't get anything on the break. Passes it to A-Train. Yes, that goes in. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 1:47 left in the first half of basketball. Harden the pass to Griffin.
3 turnovers in the quarter alone, a bad stretch, and they can't win this game without better play from him. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Durant for 3, connects from three-point range. Durant's got 9 points.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
And the pass to ABC. And Harden comes to help. Pass to ABC. Here's Big Cat, defended by Durant. 6 to shoot. And Durant sends it back. Harris looking it over. Pass to Harden. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Here's Big Cat. He's got 18. And he lobs it up toward the rim, hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Nets trail by 14. Right side Durant. Now Harden.
Number 7.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's A-Train, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we've reached halftime in this one. They lead by 12. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K, checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense.
And that'll...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Big Cat.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. They've got A-Train. Big Can out there with ABC. Then there's baddest one, and it's Big Dog in at the center, locking down the middle. Passes it to A-Train. Here's Big Cat, and Irving comes to help. The pass to baddest one. Here's ABC, guarded by Harris. And he lays it straight in. And that's now 8 points for Big Dog.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Harris dishes to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. No good from Irving.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And that one is good. 10 points for Big Dog.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Harden surveying the D. Three-pointer. Durant, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
Here's baddest one. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Baddest one's got 6.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Nets trail by 16. Irving passes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's A-Train, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 5.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Durant with a wide-open look, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Here's ABC, guarded by Harris. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 17. And finished off by KD.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's baddest one, covered by Irving. That one goes in.
Timeout,
and it's 8 points for baddest one.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Brown. Irving dishes to KD. And the wide open shot from Green. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Green's got his second basket.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo!
Pass to A-Train. Offensive rebound. Here's Big Dog. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
AD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
Count it. 14 points for Big Dog.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Nets trail by 16. Now, here is Irving. And Durant gets double teamed. Here's Green. No good with the layup.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
He gets that one. 26 points for Big Cat.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Durant from deep three-point range. That's no good. Miss number 5 against 14 makes. It has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And the call will go against Big Cat. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Coming on the floor for your Nets, James Harden.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Chalk up 2 there.
James Harden.
Down low, here's Big Cat. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Big Cat's got 8 here in the quarter.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight.
Down it goes!
wow.
Down it
There
goes!
is answer.
Nice.
And so it's the visiting team. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this.